Today we're going to be installing these PartSam taillights. So the first thing after receiving your taillights is to make sure that all the wiring is correct. Before going through the trouble of installing everything, just make sure that all the LEDs are lighting up properly and everything's working the way it should. Your trailer may have an existing harness already installed on it. What we're doing is checking that harness to make sure that it's actually supplying the right power to the right wires before we begin the installation process. The trailer that we're installing this on already had an existing harness, but in order to make sure that the leads were correct, we're using these alligator clips to simulate a wire bridge between them. You want to make sure that you have a really good ground, otherwise the whole system is not going to work. So let's go ahead and turn on some of our features. This simulates using the brakes, this is our turn signal, and this is our running lights. See how it's lighting up the outside side marker? We're going to go ahead and simulate this on the left side. Here's our brake lights, turn signals, and driving lights. As you can see, our little light underneath is illuminated for our tag light. Next, we need to decide where we're going to mount these and how. The lights do come with hardware. These are threaded studs along with nuts, so if you have a thinner application than us, you can easily use them. For our application, it looks like we're going to mount them to the outside here, so we're going to drill a hole all the way through to make clearance for the lights to pass through both pieces of wood, and then we're going to get some long bolts that we can screw all the way from the backside and clamp it down. So what we've done is we went to the store and we got these longer screws. The longer screws will allow us to travel through the entire length of the two boards. We've also got new brown wire, green wire, and yellow, along with shrink tube, because we will be using this in an in-water application. This is a boat trailer and it will be submerged in water frequently. We're measuring the holes and they're about 2 inches apart, so now we can go ahead and drill our holes in the back of the frame. Now that we have our hole placement located, we're going to go ahead and counterbore for the heads of the screws. We're now going to drill the clearance hole for the bolt using a 19/64 drill bit. As you can see, we have the bolts protruding through the wood just enough to not bottom out in the light assembly. Make sure that your screws will line up with your light assembly. Now that we've got our bolts located, we're going to go ahead and mark where the wires are supposed to come through, and then drill a hole all the way through for the wires to pass through. We're using a bit of a counterbore first to get around the glue piece that's on the back of the lights, just to make sure that the lights will fit flush against the back of the trailer. You can now fish your harness through the back of the trailer and then screw your light to the trailer. Now that our light is mounted and our wires are passed through, it's time to bridge the wires between our old harness and our new light. For our application, we don't want to run the wires straight to their location because that'll leave them open to get damaged. So we're going to drill a hole in the side here and then make sure that we can securely mount the wires up along here and then back down. We ended up running a new ground wire here, and then we follow the harness outside the frame, in the frame, attached to the wood, around the corner, and into the light assembly. So one side is now all done. On to the next side. We now have the passenger side all wired up and done. Second to last step, peeling off the plastic. Beautiful. We've got brake lights, turn signals, and driving lights. If you'd like to get a set of these for yourself, I'm going to leave a link in the description below for both the manufacturer's website to purchase them straight from them, along with an Amazon affiliate link so you can pick it up from there if you choose to do so. Overall, the quality of these seem to be fantastic. The IP68 is going to be great for dipping this trailer into the water repeatedly, so we're really looking forward to trying them out. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode.